Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that. Hold, Arsenal fans. You lot have been chatting a lot whole season. Now we're going to win the league. We're going to win the Champions League. We're going to win this trophy, that trophy. And yet again, you'll end your season trophyless. Like it should be. You absolute bottle jobs. What you are. Did anyone really think Arsenal was going to beat PSG? Honestly now, even though if you predicted Arsenal to win, deep down you knew they're not going to get past PSG. They're not going to get past PSG. 2-1 on the night, 3-1 on aggregate. Yes, we're waiting for phase 6, Arsenal fans. Arteta, keep this man in a job. Bertha, give him a contract extension. He's doing fantastic. He's doing the Lord's work. Bless up, Arteta. Bless up. Yes. It's football heritage that Arsenal will never be European champions. It is what it is at the end of the day. You know, it's mad that Chelsea, Man United, or Tottenham, Man City, Liverpool will all end the seasons with a trophy. And Arsenal go trophyless yet again. And we are waiting for phase 6 to kick in. Yes, we're waiting for phase 6. So people, this game, you know, the first half, I'll give it to Arsenal. Even though they conceded. It was on a counter attack. And you know, the funny thing is, a lot of Arsenal fans said Thomas Partey was missing in the first game. If Thomas Partey comes back into the team, you'll see we'll dominate them like we dominated Real Madrid. What happened when Thomas Partey came back in? What happened? Oh, he gave the ball to Fabian Ruiz on the edge of the box. And he slapped it past Raya. Made it 1-0. And then the second goal came from who? None other, yet again, Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey losing the ball. Dembele gets an assist for Hakimi to make it 2-0. And then Saka gets a consolation goal, you know, for his efforts. He was trying in the first leg, second leg. He was trying. He was Arsenal's best player, you know. He got a consolation goal, at least. Made it 2-1. But we all knew Arsenal were never going to score more than 1 goal. Right? I predicted a 2-0 victory for PSG. It ended 2-1. You know, well, I'll give that to Saka. But in no point in this game that I think that Arsenal will beat PSG. They will come past PSG. You know, they were not threatening enough. They were losing the ball so many times. You know, when they're attacking, somehow they make a wrong pass and PSG just wins the ball back. No pressure at all. And you know, Enrique was so confident going into this game that he benched Ousmane Dembele. He had Dembele on the bench, you know, played with Barcola, Kvaratskhelia, and Doué as a false 9. Because he knew he didn't want to risk Dembele getting an injury going into the final, because he knew it was going to go to the final anyway. You know, and when Dembele came on, it took him 2 minutes to get an assist. It's just that easy. And I said it on Twitter. Dembele will never allow Arsenal to go to the final. And that's exactly what he did. Scored in the first leg, assisted in the second leg. My guy, Ousmane Dembele. Donnarumma was fantastic in this game. No, the saves he made, especially the one from Saka. That was going to go top bins. But Saka got another chance. Open. You know, basically open goals. And he hit it over the bar. That was the chance. If he scored that, Arsenal would have had a chance to get back into the game. That was the chance. And when he missed it, I knew the game was over. I just knew the game was over. you know. And Arsenal play in a way that they can't create without Saka. Every single ball goes to Saka, Saka, Saka. And Enrique dealt with it. You know, he put two guys on Saka, one to go in and one to come in behind to nick the ball of Saka. And they done the job. They done the job at the end of the night. So we have PSG versus Inter Milan in the final, and it's going to be in Munich. You know, and they have a saying that Munich crowns a new champion every time. Chelsea won the first trophy there in 2012. I just think PSG is going to win it. I think Ousmane Dembele is going to do the unthinkable. Something Lionel Messi couldn't do, Neymar couldn't do, Mbappe couldn't do, Ronaldinho couldn't do, Arteta couldn't do when he was there, Beckham, all these great names that played for PSG, and they never could get PSG over the line. This is the second final, because Thomas Tuchel took them to the first final, you know, and won it the next season with Chelsea. Yes, Arsenal fans. And this is the second final, and I really think they're going to get this done, because PSG play like a team. They have experience, they have youngsters, they have the quality to do so. And I think Ousmane Dembele is going to win the Champions League for PSG. I think he scores or assists in that final, you know. But it's gonna be a cracking final. I really think it's gonna be a cracking final. But I think PSG will be crowned champions in that final. So people, that's my match reaction. That's my match reaction. Now, Arsenal fans, one last thing before I go. Arsenal fans, prepare yourself to give Liverpool the guard of honor. Yes, on this weekend. And clap as loud as you can. The Arteta and the Arsenal players and the Arsenal fans, because you are in front of champions. Something you know nothing about, you know. You have to go, like in the history books, to go look at Arsenal's titles. So clap as loud as possible, because Liverpool, they had a new coach come in, and Danko Arteta said in his first season. How embarrassing is that? I'll be there, I'll be watching the game, and I'll be watching the guard of honor. Please make it special for Liverpool. Please make it special. You know, you're not going to do what we did. We gave him guard of honor, fair play. They gave it to us in 2015. But then we slapped them up 3-1. 3-1. See if you can beat that Arsenal. See if you can beat that. Like this video. Comment down below. Whatever you want to comment, Arsenal fans. And I'll see you in the next one. Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that.